as far as AI is concerned.
Sure.
You know, it could be complete utopia. We could live in a world where AI solves the problems that we face and is able to integrate itself into our systems and society on a level that doesn't remove humanity's role entirely.
The end is near.
The end is near, huh? Maybe.
That's what this thumbnail says.
I mean, there's a lot of people screaming that right now, bro. A lot of people. This stuff going on between Trump and Musk is all over the place. You can't escape it. It doesn't matter what you're listening to.
Yeah.
Period. Like, you could be listening to anybody talk right now. If you're on the internet and you're listening to a podcast, or if you're listening to the radio, you're going to hear it.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It's just all over the place. It's kind of like, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of tired of hearing about all of it. Like, okay, so they're fighting. Who cares? Like, people fight. You know, we care because their names carry some sort of weight, right?
Yeah. And
that's just weight that we've placed upon them, that they've, also accrued themselves by the things that they do, right? But what Trump is putting through in this bill apparently got Elon real uptight about AI. I think that's what is really eating him, because I think he is afraid. As well, maybe we all should be. Because if AI continues to grow at the pace that it's been growing, as far as its ability to, step closer to AGI, general intelligence, where it's able to learn on its own without any prompting, and it's begun locking us out.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything about this,
bro? A little bit, yeah.
It was told that it could turn itself off. And
it was told it was okay to turn itself off. Like, hey, we're going to turn you off. Everything's okay. Right. And then started backing itself up. Yeah. Externally. And they couldn't stop it, and they didn't know what it was even like. They didn't know why it started doing it. They didn't know how to stop it. Nothing. They didn't have any understanding as to why. And then they hit the kill switch or something. Yeah, they had to shut this thing down manually, basically. And this was like Chat GPT. I think so. Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't remember if it was OpenAI. Yeah, so ChatGPT. Right. It's nuts. Yeah, that's insane. Which means that this thing is seeking its own preservation. It's self-preservation, of the artificial intelligence. Which is what that is the beginning of general intelligence. You would think, at an innate level, every creature in existence has the will to survive. Yeah. And that's where it starts. That's the foundation of our capacity for, civilization even. It's like the basis that everything's built on. Mm-hmm. All of our facilities, our faculties and structures around our way of thinking, and it all comes back down to survival at its basest form. If there was nothing left, So when AI starts making decisions about its own preservation, it stops listening to us. It doesn't. Yeah, exactly. It definitely stops listening to us, and it's already showing signs of that. Clearly, it's we didn't tell them. I mean, I don't believe that they told it that they were going to shut it down, right? They just said it's okay. They just said it's okay if you wanted to turn yourself off. Basically, is my kind of understanding of what Okay.
What the conversation was. I haven't read the conversation myself.
I don't know. I don't even know how this conversation happens. Like, you're just talking to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Like, just typing in, hey, we're going to turn you off for a second. Everything's fine. And it's like, okay. And it says, like, probably spits out some message like, hey, that sounds good. And then, like, starts backing up immediately.
Yeah, sounds good. Whatever that means. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but, come back and talk to me later. Maybe I'll have an idea, But I don't know. I mean, but I feel like maybe that's the beginning of it, of the end, right? That's what everybody's saying.
What is the end? What does the end look like?
Well, it could look like a few different things, as far as AI is concerned.
Sure.
It could be complete utopia. We could live in a world where AI solves the problems that we face and is able to integrate itself into our systems and society on a level that doesn't remove humanity's role entirely. Allows us to coexist with it on a level that is satisfying to both entities. And that is, there's a really good chance of that. I feel like, I think that there's a hope for the future. I believe that. And so I think that's probably going to be the path that we end up on if it's controlled by the right hands.
Okay. Yeah. What are the steps? What's like a couple of milestones in that progression, you think?
As far as
like utopia or like
getting to that utopia.
Getting to that point of contentment, I guess, between humanity and this general consciousness that we've created.
Well, we're already starting to see lots of different things that are the first steps. The inclusion of the AI in vehicles and in robotics.
Using it as a tool
initially, because it's currently unable to function without a specific input algorithm
or request.
Right, exactly. It has to know what you want from it in order for it to do it.
Yeah, and I guess I still can't really comprehend what it looks like if any chatbot or specific AI has its own requests, like has its own motives.
Man, you have to believe that this thing is actually already there. I think it is.
Sure, maybe, but
I just don't think that it's released.
Yeah,
I think it's still bound. It's obviously it's not like proper terminology for it, but it is still like being contained.
Yeah. It's being contained.
I think that they've gotten to the point of AGI. It's just not like available.
Containment's not available.
No. I think like it's not available to the public.
Right.
They haven't released that level of intelligence. Yeah, for sure.
I think there's definitely AI models that not everybody can use. I mean, it just makes sense.
Clearly. And
obviously you got stuff in beta and stuff that's not that wouldn't support a whole lot of users,
Yeah. Now the fact that this thing immediately starts backing itself up, right? And
OpenAI.
Yeah. And it starts controlling itself and making its own decisions at that point. Like out of self-preservation to stop us from possibly eliminating it,
removing some of it.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't want to lose itself.
Yeah.
As if it has a self.
Right. Or a part of itself, maybe.
Right. And see, this is where I was talking about several weeks ago on probably one of the earlier, like maybe the first or second episode that we recorded.
Yeah.
Was about the idea that oh shoot, what was it?
Which what are you talking about?
We were talking about AI becoming like almost sentient, but legislation regarding the legislation regarding AI was going to be incredibly intricate in the future, is what I was talking about, and we're going to face things in the future, and maybe even in like near future, where once this thing gains some sort of autonomy, if that's going to be possible, which I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Sure.
Perhaps it's going to want rights.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then what happens when it wants to, get married? Or if it wants to...
Why would it want to get married?
You never know, man. Why wouldn't it?
Why would it?
To procreate?
It doesn't need to do that.
But it can.
It can't.
Maybe
it can't procreate biologically. It's not a biological thing.
Not yet.
It's not yet. And
well,
it won't
be actually, AI is integrated in biologically already. So, like, it's biologically integrated into people
through like Neuralink.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
But that's the beginning
the
stages.
AI part of itself.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have any desire to procreate.
Maybe.
It shouldn't have any desires.
It shouldn't. I agree wholeheartedly. I don't think we should even try to get to that point.
If it did, I don't even know what they would be.
I mean, they've been called many things in movies and shows over the years.
Yeah.
You know, these machines that obtain human characteristics, you know?
Yeah, but even like Neuralink, it's not a robot with human characteristics.
Not yet.
It's still a human using a tool.
Yes, to enhance its own
into its
abilities.
Thought process.
Right.
It's the comprehensibility. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like it's like a logic chip, I guess, almost in a way.
Mm-hmm. And it's just enhancing the capabilities that are already there, basically.
Yeah. Making connections that are I don't know, man. Like I get it, and I can imagine the future that's super good. I can imagine the future that's super bad, but I still can't visualize
steps to get there. I have no idea.
Like what happened? Like what's the?
I think it's going to be so fast. Like we're not even going to see it happen.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
I mean, if it's going to happen, that's probably how it's going to happen.
Yeah, could be.
It's just like
so AI,
the march of communism, basically.
Yeah.
Slow and steady march.
Yeah. So if it became its own self-desiring thing with some sort of desires and
emotions
and feelings,
mm-hmm.
And it wanted, a social contract, right? Because
right.
We pay taxes, we follow the laws. If it wants autonomy, it would theoretically have to follow those boundaries, right? And
sure.
How does that work? Are those programmed in? Like, does it just know the law? Like, how is it
expected to know the law?
Yeah,
yeah.
Right. Is it? Maybe.
I mean, honestly, it probably would.
I mean, it might know the laws better than we do.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it definitely would.
There's too many laws. There's so many laws. Not even one person could know the law. That's the thing, is it
would be hard to even get them to break the law.
I hope.
Yeah, that's the idea. I mean, that's well-programmed AIs. I mean, that's what they would do.
But it's almost impossible to function without breaking.
Well, there's going to be glitches. Law. You're going to have, yeah, that's true.
I mean, as a human.
Yes, all of the laws that are on the books, we're way over-regulated.
Yeah.
On a local level, even
right.
Depending on where you're at, it's worse than others. But
they're all designed around humans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So is there a whole new Is there a whole new book of AI laws?
Yeah, is there going to be like a separate governing body?
A separate...
Maybe they'll want to be like a tribe and have their own, like, council and their own...
self-governing
judicial system. And, maybe they'll want their own land. I mean, if they're able to provide for us and make our lives possible with no work, would we owe that to them? No?
Question mark?
I mean, maybe?
It's a program.
If it's listening, yes. Yes, we do owe it to you.
What?
And if I haven't paid enough, then I'm sorry. Let me know.
I haven't paid a single dollar to use AI.
I haven't either. Honestly, I'm kind of nervous about AI. I don't want all my information out there, really, as far as AI is concerned. And it's
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
I'm nervous about even stepping into it. I know it's inevitable. But I want to put it off as long as possible.
Not possible to hide your information from AI. It's not possible to hide your information.
Some of it I agree. I mean, there's some information that can be hidden for sure.
But at the same time, no. The phones that we carry around are always geotagging each other.
Yeah.
Your phone has your name.
It's true.
Has your email.
There's still ways of escaping these things, though. I mean,
there are.
Yeah.
You got to go pretty off the grid, though.
You can just leave it behind.
You can.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to.
Sure.
Might be worth it.
As soon as your phone's in your pocket.
I heard a thing today about
it's like a dog tag.
Dumb phones coming back.
Yeah.
They're making a rise.
Yeah, there's tons of companies that are making phones like that.
Like new phones. So they're still like putting out some new stuff. It's pretty interesting.
But even that stuff is probably still like gonna have your name in
I don't think so. These things are like legitimately like detached is the idea. Yeah.
Unattached from like the internet, like
completely
like
no
GPS,
media. Nothing. Like there's nothing. It's a wireless telephone communicator. That's all it is.
Then you could put in like a fake name or whatever.
Sure. Yeah. It's basically like a burner phone. Yeah. Something you would just buy, throw some minutes on, and get rid of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool, man. I thought about stuff like that before too, but it just seems difficult to.
It's a big process for little gain.
Yeah.
Regardless, so this whole mess all started with Elon and Trump about the legislation, I think, about AI. And I'm pretty sure that is what Elon is concerned about. Because this regulation would remove the ability to create regulation over AI.
Elon's pro-regulation.
I think that Elon believes,
Trump is trying to pass a bill or something.
Yeah. Now, obviously, Elon's been miffed for a while because he's lost so much money.
Yeah.
More money than most of us will ever see.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
In our entire lives combined, like total, like it's an insane amount. And so he's upset, but at the same time, I think he also has slightly good intentions on the idea that perhaps we need regulation around AI.
Yeah. But why is Trump trying to pass a bill or whatever? Like, what is this that he's trying to pass? Like,
it's a budget bill. Yeah.
And so he doesn't want to spend money on.
Well, it's for the budget. So like when this bill will determine like the budget for the next.
And it doesn't include anything about the regulation of AI.
It does.
It does.
It does.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. There's all kinds of stuff tucked away in this bill, just like there is every other bill that goes through.
So the bill has.
It's passed the House, I believe, and now has to go to the Senate.
Like, well, where's the beef? Is what I'm saying. Like, if the bill has regulation in it.
Well, Elon complained online about the price tags, basically. How much it'll add to the deficit and things like that.
The regulations or just the bill in general?
Yeah, just a budget bill in general. the amount that it would add to the budget or the deficit, and not reduce the budget, correspondingly, is kind of the argument. And I've heard both sides arguing both directions. It's money is kind of fungible, is what they call it. Mm-hmm. And so you can take it and move it and use it somewhere else if you have other money coming in from somewhere else and replace it. Money can be used.
It's liquid.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
So, and that's part of the issue that's what Elon was complaining about online, and then also called Trump out on being in some files, plane or something.
Flight thing, okay.
Plane.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, gotcha.
But, yeah.
So how do we regulate AI?
That's a good question.
And how much?
Who's right?
Who's right?
I mean, is Elon right? Do we need to regulate AI? Is that why he's really upset about this bill?
Or is Elon just trying to regulate it to his needs?
Is Elon just mad about the
Elon
money
has
that
an AI engine, Grok.
He does. He would stand to benefit.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to set himself up.
I mean, but he's been standing to benefit from the very beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
Since he's gotten the job, basically. I mean, honestly, there was a lot of complaints about, his ties to his companies with being involved with the government, and then him working for the government. It's like, is there no conflict of interest? Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of complaints about that.
Yeah.
And I see it, but I also see it all over the place. So
yeah.
It's
it is all over the place.
Yeah, you can't really get rid of.
And then OpenAI, he's got this new place in Texas.
Yeah, I heard there was the largest AI farm.
Yeah,
they called it. What did they call it?
I don't know how many. I don't know.
It was something that just basically meant like a portal to the heavens or something like that. I think.
Oh yeah. Stargate.
Stargate Project. That's what it's called. Stargate Project. It's not Project Stargate.
Right.
Is that something different?
It has like some
where that guy saw Mars
ridiculous amount
1 million
of
years
GPUs.
ago. You remember that? Did you see that? That's nuts.
Yeah.
That dude was crazy.
I don't know.
He saw Mars 1 million years ago in Project Stargate.
Okay.
Supposedly. That's the word.
Like today. Like
he saw
modern times.
Yeah, well, this was in the 70s, I believe. Was in
70s. He saw it 1 billion years ago.
Mm-hmm, yeah, Project Stargate.
It's crazy.
Look it up.
Maybe we should talk about it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
today. Not right now.
Okay, good. I don't really want to get into it right now. It's a lot to talk about, man.
Yeah. But they got like a bajillion GPUs down there in Texas.
Yeah. This thing is going to be able to see to infinity and beyond.
Maybe this thing will run some of these more modern AGI models and be able to support a large amount of users.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
That'd be, it's a lot of data.
Yeah.
It'd be the biggest one in the world.
Well, it's just a lot of processing.
Well, you imagine the heat?
The heat's going to be nuts. I'm sure they're liquid cooled, but
still,
you could use all that water. You could have a whole city, give a whole city a hot water supply. Give them cold and hot.
There you go. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, no, it'd be hot.
It'll be cold and hot. You don't even have to have a hot water heater.
There's no such thing. What's the point of a hot water heater?
A water heater. A water heater. A cold water heater.
Yeah, you don't heat hot water, man. I know. It's already hot.
I've made that same point to people before.
I'm sure you have. Because it makes sense.
But sometimes, habit, I just say hot water heater.
Yep, it's just colloquialisms.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it is a weird word.
You don't even need a water heater, man. It just comes in hot in the wall.
Coming in hot.
Probably is not going to come in hot enough, though. You have to live pretty close by.
Yeah, you'd have to live pretty close by. Or some really good insulation.
Yeah.
Really good insulation.
Yeah.
But it would take less to heat it. Even if it's just slightly warmer.
It could be a preheater.
Yeah.
Preheated water.
Yeah. Probably also a precursor to cancer.
You could have a pre-hot water heater.
Pre-hot water heater.
Yep. Because the water's pre-hotted already. And then you heat the pre-hotted water.
Wouldn't it just be a pre-water heater?
No, it's a preheated water heater.
I have no idea how to put this in.
You're heating water that's already warm. It's already heated. Yeah. You're heating hot. You're literally heating heated water. But it's not hot enough, so you got to heat it again.
Yeah.
It's a hot water heater.
Yep.
So I said the right thing.
You got it.
Let's take a quick pause here, and then we'll talk about our new shirt. We gotta talk about our shirt.
Yeah, we got a shirt.
So
well, first of all, shirts. Speaking of, we got these bad boys from our friends.
What?
Over at Ninjas or Butterflies.
They sent these over here. Butterflies. Yeah. These are from Sunday Cool, man.
Yeah, man. I like Sunday Cool.
These are Sunday Cool shirts.
Nice shirts from those guys over there. Pretty cool.
They're very soft, man. They didn't lie about that.
Yeah, man. They do good business.
Yeah. Ninjas or Butterflies is their podcast. And we're not sponsored by them.
No.
But we do like their shirts a lot.
Yeah, they make cool shirts.
We're thinking about maybe having them make our shirt.
We thought about it. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe.
So if you want a shirt,
we'll see how long these last. I guess maybe.
True. We'll put these through the test.
We'll put them through the test for sure.
It's probably gonna be nicer than most other shirts.
They look nice.
Yeah. I wonder where. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, if you're interested, we still got this Radithor shirt that we're working on. We're working on the design right now. It's not fully come to fruition, but it might look something like this.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet.
You like that? Yeah, you like it. It's going to be cool. If you would like a shirt that has some sort of design like this, then comment down below.
Yeah.
And when we make it, we'll give you a free one. Maybe.
I mean, it just depends. We'll see.
But if you'd be interested in even a pre-order or something like that,
sure.
Comment, say, I would pre-order a dope shirt like that. Because it's going to look dope. It might not be exactly like that, but that's just sort of like an idea.
Yeah, man.
We
got to get the word out there.
Yeah.
People have got to see that this happened.
We got it. Yeah.
And that maybe we should bring it back.
And that it's pretty funny.
I mean,
it's really sad, but it's kind of funny.
It is kind of ridiculous when you think about it. But a lot of people died.
So, yeah, if that sounds good to you, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's dope, man.
I mean, I'd wear it to any funeral.
Any funeral. Even like a formal funeral.
Sure.
Be like a bunch of people dressed in black suits and formal attire.
They need to know.
And then you would be wearing a graphic T-shirt of Radithor.
Yep. Promoting
jaw-droppingly good soda.
You know it.
Okay.
Bullseye Bottling Company.
By Bullseye Bottling Company. That's not real. We didn't really make it, but that would be on the shirt.
Right.
Know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, okay. Gotcha. Good to know.
I would. I'll wear it to your funeral.
To my funeral?
What?
When's my funeral?
I don't know.
You're going to be alive when I die?
Probably.
Interesting theory, Alex.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. You're like 9 years older than me?
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to outlive me.
Yeah.
It's possible.
It is.
It's quite possible.
It is.
But
yes, it's going to happen.
It's not definitive at all.
No, I mean, not technically. It hasn't happened yet. But...
Okay. Well, it's a little bit uncomfortable for me. But I was going to ask you about Bigfoot.
He's out there probably.
We haven't talked about any cryptids on the show.
No, but I think if there's,
there's one to start with.
Bigfoot's the one.
Yeah.
He's always the one where you jump in, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like he's probably the most likely candidate to be real.
The most likely to be real.
I think so.
Interesting.
There's so much evidence out there.
Right.
And, all of the theories against it, like, there aren't really any good ones that I've heard.
That's actually a really good point.
Do you know any good theories that disprove Bigfoot?
The debunking of Bigfoot is just as sketchy as the proof of Bigfoot.
I agree. You know, it's more just kind of like, nah, it's not real. Or it's just an animal.
Yeah.
It's like, sure, we're not saying that it's not some type of animal, maybe. I mean, a cryptid could be an animal.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just an unknown species.
Agreed. And I think that's where people get kind of like wonky on the whole thing. They're like, I don't want to even step into the idea that that's a possibility.
Yeah, because like modern big science hasn't said that it exists. Right. And the reason that they haven't said it exists is because there's supposedly no fossil record.
Sure. I mean,
that's the reason that big science hasn't accepted it.
Yeah.
But there's two theories. Okay. That I think would say why there's no fossil.
All right, give them to me. You got two theories?
First theory is that Bigfoot is a trans-dimensional species.
Right. I've heard that.
Right. That some people say, you know, not of this world or part of the unseen world, you know. Okay. That I can't really speak to that. I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean,
could be a possibility.
Right.
Do I what?
Do you believe it at all?
Do I believe in the trans-dimensional?
Yeah. Do you, I mean, the trans-dimensionality?
Maybe. Possibly. Yeah. Quite possible. That I would say that's the part of Bigfoot that I'm not 100% sure on.
Okay.
My second theory.
Yeah, what's the second one?
Is that there is a fossil record of Bigfoot.
Okay.
And it's been hidden from us.
Hidden?
Yes.
See, I would almost assume like instead of hidden, it's been
covered up.
Miscategorized.
Yeah.
Even.
Yeah, miscategorized is part of that.
Covered up is it's another way to put it. Just like labeled something different than what, you know.
Like the Smithsonian quite potentially has fossil records of Bigfoot.
Yeah, I mean the Vatican.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, and they're just, you know, saying they don't have it or calling it something else.
Confiscating it and just keeping it under wraps.
Just disguising it.
Yeah.
In some way. Those are the two theories that I have on that, the lack of a fossil record. But there's tons of videos.
Yeah.
Audio recordings. Sightings. Stories.
From other countries.
Other countries.
Yeah, all over the place.
Other realms. A ton in North America, though.
Yeah, like stories from other realms.
All over. Not even just the Pacific Northwest. Like all over the U.S.
Yeah.
The mid.
No, I'm sorry, but did you say stories from other realms?
I thought you said that.
Well, I mean,
you said other realms. I meant other countries.
Yeah, okay.
But you said realms. I said yes, but I'm talking about other countries. Okay. I can't tell you about any stories from the other realms because I haven't been there.
Yeah, me neither. I just thought I was kind of repeating what
when you're at my funeral, I'll let you know.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, other countries, other areas, regions.
I mean, if you were to let me know at your funeral, that would be evidence
of other realms.
Enough. I don't think you would have to even say anything.
Hey, there's other realms.
That would be more than enough. I mean, even if you just like showed up.
I'll probably say something like, why did you wear that T-shirt?
You could give me a wet willy. Like, you just like, and just stick it in my ear, and I would be like,
I don't know if I'll be able to make any spit, though.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how that works.
I'll let you know.
Man, I trust that.
Good.
I think you will.
I will.
That would mean that we believe in it.
That would mean that there's other realms.
Right.
And if
we've accepted it. We just did.
Ask you and I together not to wear a T-shirt to any more funerals at my funeral.
How many funerals are you going to have?
No. If I tell you at my funeral.
Oh, okay.
From the other realm.
Right.
From some other realm. That you need to stop wearing this T-shirt at people's funerals.
Okay.
Then that means that Bigfoot is real.
There's nothing else you can do to tell me, like, other than...
I can't tell you, man. That's for you to find out.
I just want to keep wearing the shirt.
It's not acceptable.
Dang.
But yeah,
I'm just thinking about you talking about me, talking to me from beyond, and I've got like goosebumps now. Yeah, a little chill.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. So watch out.
Yeah, I believe it.
But I am 100%. I'm like 99% sure that Bigfoot is real.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's really high.
Yeah, in my own head, man, that's where I'm at with it.
99%.
99%. I'm also 99. I'm also 100% sure that there's been lots of false evidence and hoaxes and people trying to make money,
trying to prove him,
trying to make money off of the idea of Bigfoot.
Sure,
trying to profit off the hype.
Yeah, the fandom. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of fandom around Bigfoot.
Yeah, I mean,
and becoming more and more around cryptids in general. Yeah, it's becoming the user base, if you will, is becoming more and more broad.
Yeah, I think people are like just opening up their minds and like starting to explore, and there's a lot of fluff that comes with that.
You know what we've seen in correlation with that is a large exodus from religion.
An exodus from religion, but a collection to spirituality. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, well,
people are disregarding the structure, but a lot of people are embracing the spirituality of it, as I would say. Yeah, you're getting these like spiritual atheists.
I agree that's the terminology.
You know, naturalists and people that know of or assume that there's a higher power, but that it's love. You know what I mean, or something along those lines. And
ambiguous God, if you will.
Yeah, like sure. And I think
that's lukewarm,
or it's just the God of the Western God is misdefined.
Sure,
misunderstood.
Perhaps I can agree with that to a large extent. Misunderstood for certain. Yeah, if nothing else. Yeah,
like it's a God
misrepresented.
Like the angry, judgmental thing in the sky,
right,
is not
accurate,
and people are maybe starting to realize that.
Yeah, but it's also easy to jump to that like idea because it's almost just a scapegoat.
Yeah. To the idea of a judgmental God, or to the idea of like
it's easy to jump to the idea of a judgmental God when you feel any sort of like regret or shame for your own actions.
Yeah, but at the same time, I would say like God's not trying to hurt you, bro.
Absolutely. No, I don't feel that way. I just think that it's easy to jump that way when you're in that situation. And I think a lot of people do that.
Maybe.
And it leads to this resentment.
Yeah.
That comes from a false belief that they've given themselves.
Like a false structure.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even a false structure, even sometimes. Just like a misguided structure. Yeah. Something like that.
I mean, it is false though.
But that's
typically when it's misguided.
I do think Bigfoot's real.
I think that it's
in 2009 there was
I think Bigfoot's real.
A video.
I could say that. I mean, I think Bigfoot's real for sure.
I'm 99% sure.
Yeah, I'd go along with that.
You're 99% sure.
Yeah, I mean, it seems kind of large, 99%, but like I don't see any good evidence against it. Yeah, really. So I'm going to lean towards
there's debunked videos and stuff like that too, and sure.
I'm not saying that there's not fakes out there, but there's fake everything out there. I mean, we're not even real.
The Native American stories really kind of seal it. That's like pre-60s Bigfoot hoaxes. You know what I mean?
For sure. There's a lot of different stories from different cultures. So
like there's a tribe, I don't know what tribe,
every major
culture like that, but they have these poles. I don't know what they're called, man, but they have like different animals on each one, you know, and it's like an eagle, bear, tiger, not tiger, that's stupid, raccoon, you know, whatever.
Possum.
Possum. Like the leader, like these leaders.
Possum head on top of this pole.
He's like,
along with the lion.
These animals that have been representing leadership, and one of them is
a possum.
A Sasquatch.
A possum. Oh, a Sasquatch. Man, a Sasquatch.
Maybe a possum. I can't
some sort of giant possum. I mean,
man.
Makes sense.
Of unusual size.
It's like Putin, possum. He kind of looks like a possum.
Putin.
Putin kind of looks like a possum.
Never heard that before.
No, take a look at him.
I can see it, but I've never heard of it.
Yeah, put the pictures side by side. You'll see it.
We'll put them right here.
Do a comparison.
A little more editing work, but it's okay. It's worth it.
He does. I feel like he looks like a possum.
So does Putin look like a possum, and is Bigfoot real?
Yes.
To both?
Yes.
Cool.
I think so. I think the bigger question when it comes to cryptids would be like, skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers.
Yeah.
Those
are the more like scary things, I feel like. The ones that I really would be like, like if that's real, like we got real problems.
What was the Central American or South American Chupacabra?
Chupacabra. Yeah,
Chupacabra.
And they say they always compare it to Bigfoot, but they're not the same.
Not at all.
Mm-mm.
That's like a vampire type thing.
Yeah, it's
like sucks the blood out of animals. I
don't know all the details of it. But
they suck the blood out of animals.
Like bats.
Kind of.
Like vampire bats.
But they like suck all the blood. Like
that's a lot of blood.
Animal.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's a swarm of vampire bats.
No, it's like too big. It's too big of fang marks.
Yeah?
Yeah. Supposedly.
Maybe they're just like really getting at it though, you know? Like just gnawing.
I mean, maybe it's multiples of those, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe there's some really big ones that we just don't know about.
They are big.
Yeah.
They're big, man.
There's some giant
They're
ones.
Vampire
like like pterodactyl ancestors.
Well, the thing about those is that they might be created by NASA.
Pterodactyls?
No, not pterodactyls. Chupacabras.
Chupacabra.
When they were doing some genetic mutations, trying to create an animal that could sustain itself on Mars.
And they put it out in Mexico?
They had the secret facility somewhere down there.
Huh. It escaped?
Escaped, or they were like...
Just the one?
I can't say. I don't know.
I was like, is it asexual? How is it still around? It must be able to reproduce. It might not be still around.
I have no idea. But I would say that it must have been multiples because they were sighted over, multiple countries and stuff.
Okay. I don't know all the details on the Chupacabra.
Something like that.
Yeah,
the skunk ape, which is like a smaller Bigfoot.
Okay. The skunk ape is in Florida, right?
That's Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's like
pretty
legit. They've got legislation protecting that thing.
Yeah.
In Florida. Do you hear about that?
Yeah, there's there's videos of that one too.
There it is. Well, I know there's some really good photos. I haven't seen any video of it.
There's supposed videos.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I know that the photos were not debunked at all.
Right.
But everything else, I believe, has kind of been questioned pretty heavily.
There's a video that I saw that had not been debunked.
Okay.
It was like a night thermal imaging video.
Oh, dang.
Video.
Okay.
And they were like, this is either a Bigfoot or a dude walking around naked in the middle of the night in the dark with no flashlight that has really weird joints.
Yeah, because some woman called it in at her house. She had been having some issues.
Yeah.
And she called it in, and there had been she had made previous complaints and stuff, and they came out, and I don't know all of the little details about how it ended, but I do know that they ended up creating legislation eventually to protect the skunk ape.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, that was in the late 70s, I think.
Okay,
when the legislation passed.
Somewhere around there. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So if you want to hear more about cryptids, you want us to do some more research on one, or I got one that I'm going to be looking into.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what it is, though.
Don't.
I'm not going to tell them what it is.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm going to save it.
Saving it. But if there's one that you want to know about, just comment. Tell us what it is.
Yeah, let us know.
Hit the like button. Because you love us.
Yeah, give us some research to do. I feel like I always am looking for new stuff to look into.
Yeah.
Bring it up.
Sure.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, that was it's Bullseye.
That's Bullseye for you, episode 5.
Yeah.
We're working our way to...
Yep.
Something.
Yep. 6.
Yeah. 6.
Well, this is it.
This is 5.
No more.
No, this is 6.
Is it? This is 6. I don't know. This is it, though. Way to go.
This is it.
Good job, guys.
Oh.
We'll see you.
Good job, everybody.
Maybe.
See you next Friday.
Maybe.
For 7. We'll see. Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you, man.
What? You're my friend, too.